Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of History Hobo Plays TimeGuessr. Yesterday we came very close to our personal best, just less than 1,000 points shy of it. Let's see if we can beat that again today. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos. Let's get into the game. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, is that Johnny Depp? It looks like a young Johnny Depp. Yep, that's for sure. Don't know who this fella is though, I'm not really sure about that. Now, the background looks like French Riviera to me, which would mean either Nice or Cannes, somewhere like that. Cannes would make sense, just based off the film festival, obviously. We have a load of different flags in the background, so that's not really going to help us. Is this guy a director or something like that? I don't know who directed maybe like the Pirates movies or something, or maybe Johnny Depp's a bit young for that to be the director of the Pirates movies. Is it someone like Baz Luhrmann or someone like that? I have no idea. Definitely look French. I think that's a citron. Obviously being a citron, it would be French. We might be able to match this coastline up with the satellite view. My preliminary guesses are either Nice or Cannes. I've never been to Cannes, but I have been to Nice, and this looks very reminiscent of that. But this here makes me think maybe there's a film festival in the background, which would be Cannes. So let's have a look at the map, and we'll go down here. They're very close to each other, Nice and Cannes, I believe. There's Nice, and there is Cannes. And Cannes does look like it has a big beach. So let's have a quick look in here. Can we see a boat? We see a little jetty kind of pier here. And that's got more beach to one side of it. So that could be like this here in the background. And then the beach continues in front of it. Let's have a quick look at the satellite view. Yeah, that would kind of make sense. Or it's possibly this one here sticking out. Oh no, there's another one there. So we've got a few going along the beach. And we have a few going along the beach here. So that definitely could be where we are. That would put us possibly on one of these roofs, because it looks like they're stood on a roof. Okay, which roof would we be on? We see some concrete here. Is this a car park? Is this... Could we be on a roof here maybe? Or could we be a bit higher up? Possibly like here. They've got a wall flat to their back, like a corner. So I'm looking for somewhere with a corner. Is this a roof? Is this garden? It might be. It could be here. That looks more like a corner. Would that make sense for this car parky area? It looks like we're more in line with the beach though to me, or with this bit here. So I'm thinking we might be more here. What does this, anything say on here about what this is? There's a restaurant. I think they might have just closed this road and made it all into parking for these tents. Or are we more here? I don't see any roofs they could be on there, so I have a feeling this is probably a decent location, although we do have another beach here. But I would assume Cannes would be in this beach here. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this location. I think this white roof here on the beach is this building directly behind them. So I think I'll stick with this location. Makes sense being Cannes. Now the year is going to be a little trickier, but maybe not impossible. Johnny Depp's obviously got the jeans on. It seems a bit like late 90s to me, maybe. Then these cars, trying to date them, also feel late 90s to me. I don't think it can be early 90s because Johnny Depp would be too young then. So I'm thinking This could be around the time of the first Pirates movie, to be honest. I don't know when that came out, it's been such a long time, but I'm thinking maybe 98 would be a solid guess. I don't think we're into the 2000s yet at this point. Any other clues in the background I can see? Can't really make out any other cars or anything like that. So purely off what Johnny Depp's wearing and these cars here, I think we're going to go 98. Hopefully we're not a mile off. Let's go for it. It was 95. Location was excellent. Didn't lose too many points, 400 points. So Johnny Depp posing with film director Jim Jarmusch at the Cannes Film Festival, the latest film Dead Man. I've never even heard of that movie, so oh well, it was a little earlier than I thought, but not too bad. Okay, where the hell is this? So we have some kind of tourist boat by the looks of it. What says Lockrum? I don't recognize that. This is going to be a very difficult round. This building in the background is very distinctive though, so it's possible we could get it off here. Looks like some kind of fort. Very steep hills to our side. And what look like white wall buildings with like terracotta roofs, so we might be able to scan the satellite for something like that. This might be one of those rounds that's going to require a lot of searching. Now this looks like a French flag. So does that mean we're in France? I don't recognize this particularly as being French though. My initial guess was Italy just based on the size of the hill by the coast. I know like the Amalfi Coast has very steep hills around it, but Lockrum doesn't sound French, but French flag, the boat just could be from France. It could be a French tour group. Are there any clues on the people? Nothing jumping out at me. I'm not sure if that's another flag there. The fashion also is tricky, but I think late 80s possibly. Could be even earlier than that though, to be honest. Right, I'm going to have a think and have a search around for anything that matches that, particularly in France, and then I'll jump to Italy if there's nothing. It looks like we're sticking out from the coast. It could be somewhere like Antibes, but I don't remember Antibes being that hilly, but I know they have like a fort. So I'll search around, I'll speed it up or skip it, depending on if I find it or not. Tends to be if I find a place, then I'll speed it up. If I don't find it, I'll just skip it. Okay, here we go. Okay, after searching for nearly an hour, I've still not found it. I've searched all of the southern French coast. Let me show you where I've searched. I've searched all of the southern French coast and down into Spain. I can't find it. Searched all of the Italian coast. Well, I skimmed over most of it looking for places that were hilly and had this kind of something sticking out and couldn't find it. Searched all of Corsica. There was one that was a little similar but didn't quite feel right. And I thought I'd check Croatia as well, because Croatia has a lot of these orange roofs. And to be honest, it looks most likely to be Croatia, but I just cannot find it on this coast. It feels familiar to somewhere like Croatia, but that flag is throwing me off, and I just don't know if that is a French flag or not. It might not even be a French flag, and this definitely is not French. So I think I'm going to have to go somewhere near Croatia. I don't know if it's Split or, I don't know, Dubrovnik possibly. But they've got hilly backgrounds. If you look at like Dubrovnik, for example, we've got hills behind it, and then if we look at the roofs, they're very orange. Like these are very orange roofs. But I just can't seem to find this kind of fort, so I don't know where it is. I'll leave it. Where to place this? I think I'm going to leave it just somewhere along here near Split maybe, because there's a lot of that kind of building along there. I'm never going to get a perfect score on that one. It's just, I recognize it as well. I think I do, but I don't know where from. I wish there was just like a flag flying here, something like that. But now I've wasted too much time on this round already. Is this, to me, seems early 80s. And the sideburns here on this chart might mean it's a little late 70s, but I think we're in the 80s. I can't see this being 90s. It's possible though. It's hard to tell. Any other clues? No. This guy's hair looks more 70s, but I'm not sure. I'm going to go early 80s. Let's say 81. Oh, it was 70. And it was... Oh, it's Dubrovnik. And it's called Lokrum Island. Oh my god, I did not know that. Bloody... Where is it then? Where the hell is Lokrum Island? I wasn't even looking. Oh my god. Does that look like this? That can't be right, surely. Maybe it... This doesn't have any greenery on it, but how does that have it? Or maybe this is it? This could be it, possibly. I looked here as well, but I did not recognize it. Oh well, there goes our score. 70. I did not think with this many bright colours it would be 70, but definitely not getting a personal best today, and I wasted all that time looking that up. Okay. Right, what have we got here? King Street 500. We have some Chinese. We're in a Chinatown here. Got some very interesting trucks going on. Oh, Washington. Washington State or Washington DC? Ooh, that's going to be tricky. Does it look... Doesn't say. I don't know whether the state would say Washington State or Washington DC. We've got definitely a Chinatown of some sort. Can we have Chinese written on the wall? This is an obscure one. Again, Washington. Does it look like it could be DC? The hell is this thing? I have no idea what that is. Does it look like something has collapsed, maybe? It looks like there's loads of something in the middle of the road. I don't know what that is. Washington, we've got King Street. Well, if it's Washington State, it could be Seattle. Does this feel like Washington DC to me? I don't think it does. I think we're more likely to be in maybe Seattle. Let's have a quick look at Seattle. See, there's a Chinatown in there. I'm not going to spend a long time searching for this because my score is already pretty much down the toilet. So, well, I've not found it. I'm going to punt here. I think we're already pretty low on our score. We'll go a little bit higher. Up here, the year. I wish I could see the front of this car. Looks like a 50s car to me. We haven't got any clues on here, have we? No. Address. It could well be 50s. Could be 40s, but it's hard to see. It's slightly curvier. It might be 40s. Not sure about this truck. I wish I had a date here. Oh, we do have a date here. Did not think about that. Okay, 52. So I was close with the 50s. I just hope this is in Washington and not Washington, D.C. Ah, yes, it is in Seattle. And it was in Chinatown. Where was Chinatown then? Well, it doesn't say King Street here, unless this is King Street. Oh, it is South King Street. It's not very clearly marked as a Chinatown on the map. I looked around, but International District would have made sense. Good score though. Oh, now we have football, and I hate football, so I do not know where we're going to be. Do I recognize the clubs? Oh, well, Rangers, that's Scotland. But it's a European game, and this is not Rangers Stadium, that's for sure. Where are we? Do we have Braga? I do not know what this is. The problem is this is a European Cup match, as we can see here. So it means that there's a Scottish team playing against a European team that could be from any country. And I'm just not sure which country it's going to be. And unfortunately, we're looking at the Scottish side. So, what flag is that? I do not know what this is. De Braga? I've never heard of this team. What does the landscape look like? It looks far too hot to be Scotland. Anything else? These are all the sponsors, and they'll be pretty standard for anywhere in Europe for the actual league itself. I do not think I'm going to get anywhere close to this. Sure, some football fans would be able to pick that team out and just say, yep, it's here. This flag, I'm not sure. I've seen it a few times. It's definitely this team's home game because they wouldn't have the flags on it. It's got castles and a crest. Is it somewhere like Croatia again? Or maybe, yeah, maybe Serbia, Montenegro, somewhere like that. Braga. I've never heard of it. I'm not going to get it. Let's just go in this area. Let's go Serbia. Belgrade. Could be Braga, Belgrade. Begins with a B. That's all I'm going off there. Year-wise, looks fairly modern. We've got Heineken 00. That's more of a modern sponsor. I would no idea when this match took place. No date on here. That looks like the score from the previous match, maybe. I wish this game had been at the Rangers Stadium. I could have found that. But yeah, I think we're going fairly modern here. Let's go 2022. It was 2022 and it's Portugal. So the location destroyed us. Is it a place called Braga? I don't know Portugal that well. Oh, there is a place called Braga in Portugal. I'll have to remember that. Last round. Let's hope we can break 40,000 points today. This is not looking good for me looking at this picture. It's a very interesting hats these ladies are wearing. Where is this? Met. We've got a dot over a Y here by the looks of it. It's an odd one. I really have no clue where this could be. It's got so little language in the background. That's the only thing I can see. It's definitely not English though. And can I find anywhere that has a dotted Y in their language? I'm thinking it's definitely Europe, but I've never seen a dotted Y in German. No, I don't believe so. Just check the Danes or the Scandinavian languages. It's very hard to find these just to see. It's not looking like it. Not really. No, I'm not seeing anything. Czechia maybe. Just a quick scan. No. I'm tempted just to go Hungary. When in doubt, go Hungary when it's got some accents on the language. I don't know if Hungary even has a dotted Y, but it's always a solid guess, just given the number of accents they use. We'll just go Hungary because I think this is near impossible to get unless you know the language. Yeah, looks pretty old. This car looks 40s-ish. Yeah, I would say we're possibly in the 40s. Let's go early 40s guess. And it was Holland. Holland has a dotted Y. And we were pretty close on the year. Evacuated girls walking along the Damrak on the day of Netherlands enter World War II. So they're Dutch. Are these? No. Yeah, Dutch hats. Never knew that. And Holland has a dotted Y? I've never noticed that before. Oh well, that's a good one to remember. A dotted Y. We're in central Amsterdam as well. I'm sure, 100% sure I've been along this street and I did not recognize it at all. Oh well, it's changed a lot in that time. Final score, I think it's going to be shy of... Oh, we just broke 40,000 points. That's alright. That was a very tricky round today. I don't think anyone could get a very high score on that. But yeah, we can see where we lost the points. Obviously that round there, this one, Amalov, and the year on this Croatia Dubrovnik one. So, a difficult one. Hopefully we get an easier round tomorrow. I'll see you again. Bye.